Oh, damn. Chameleon sent me something interesting. You don't know who thought this movie was a good idea, but I hope they get fired. As a movie premise, it's not the worst thing that they could have done because they have made an entire show that follows Simba's child. I feel like if you're going to hate on the idea of Mufasa having his own show or even his own movie, you would really have to start criticizing them from the point of they shouldn't have made a show for his son either. I'll judge whether or not it's good based off of whether or not I'm going to watch it, which I probably won't, but at the same time, it's not like it's an absurdly like out there movie concept. It's just boring and dumb. They do shit like that all the time. The show retconned the sequel movie where he had a daughter, yeah. But it still exists. Okay, now I gotta go somewhere hot, which I'm pretty sure I know where that is. Oh god, I don't like this angle. Something about this angle causes me to feel distress. Colonel, I'm trying to sneak around. But I'm dummy thick.
Now you've got to warm the key up. Find someplace hot.
Thanks.
Now you've got to warm the...
Otacon. Help me, Otacon. You're my only hope.
What about the blast furnace? But the problem is, if you go through a cold place on the way back, the card key might change shape. You need to hurry on the way back.
More time.
Somewhere warm?
What about the blast furnace? The problem is if you go through a cold place on the way back, the card key might change shape. You need to hurry. One of their worst rated live action movie. Yeah, that's interesting choices. I say good, not interesting. Or interesting, not good, but still. Also, hi, Chameleon. Time to go somewhere hot. Enters the do not open folder on Snake's laptop. Snake, you need to go somewhere hot. Colonel, I'm on it. And then he just, like, types in, like, his IP address onto the fucking, what is it? Communication thing. I can't remember what it's called right now. And it takes you to his OnlyFans. There's people in here now, thanks. What the fuck was that? Oh, it's crows. Tig biddies on the company computer. Naked boobs. Colonel. I'm on google.com/naked boobs. Is this hot enough, Colonel? Let me grab the crow.
Snake, It's about Naomi Hunt.
Okay.
Then you should talk to the Colonel. He's looking into it.
Turn your monitor off.
Okay, it's off. No one else can hear us. Go ahead.
Sorry, but I didn't want the Colonel to hear.
Okay, so what's up?
I've got a good friend in the Pentagon.
Yeah?
He's the one who told me about it. It looks like the DIA recently developed a new type of assassination weapon.
Okay.
An assassination weapon?
Snake, have you ever heard of something called Fox Dye?
Nope.
No. Fox dye. Liquid and the others were talking about it.
Yeah. It's some kind of virus that targets specific people. I don't know all the details, but...
What are you trying to say?
It's too similar.
What is?
The cause of death. Didn't the Arms Tech president and the DARPA chief, I mean, Decoy Octopus, die of something that looked like a heart attack?
Yeah?
Well, apparently, Fox Dye kills its victims by simulating a heart attack.
No. You're telling me that Naomi was behind it?
Perhaps.
Snake, try to remember. Did Naomi give you some kind of injection?
The nanomachines.
She was in the best position to have done it, but I don't know what her motive was.
Does the Colonel know?
I'm not sure. But he still hasn't questioned her.
Okay, I'll ask him myself. Colonel, what's new with the Naomi situation?
I just placed Naomi under arrest.
Arrest?
She was sending coded messages towards the Alaskan base. I didn't want to believe it, but she must be working with the terrorists.
Are you sure?
I'm afraid so. She's being interrogated now.
What kind of interrogation?
Torture.
Well, I'd like to avoid the rough stuff, but we don't even have any sodium pentothal here.
Call me if you find out anything.
Sodium pentothal. What the fuck does that do?
Naomi, I can't believe it.
That means the Fox Dye vaccine must be around somewhere.
Listen, I've got bigger things to worry about.
But Snake, you might be infected too, you know.
Also, Chameleon Donde, how are you two today?
Colonel.
I really just like doing this because it makes Snake look like he's fucking just got this casual ass lean on the fucking gate. It's like, well, I can't do anything but sit here and wait. Huh? Oh my god, I can kill it. Good. I'm sick of you. Boy, I am really not looking too good, am I? Oh my god, I can kill it! The ATF raiding a house with a pet dog! Oh my god! Fuck that. That's fucking foul. You can't do that shit to me. Oh, FAMAS bullets. SOCOM bullets. Apparently I don't need any more FAMAS bullets. Fuck that. Christ. I wonder what I'm going to do after this, because part of me doesn't want to rush right into Metal Gear Solid 2. Also, could somebody look up and tell me if Twin Snakes is the same game as this? What the fuck is going on? There's a door here. How do I get in there? Can I crawl in there? Oh shit, I can! No wonder. Oh. Apparently that landed in front of me. Remaster, revamp, same story. Okay. Oh, all the way back here. I like how I kind of sounded like fucking Torbeck when I said that. Fuck you, Stinger missiles. Body armor? Man, that would have been useful. Man, I am really looking like shit. Should probably... God, I have got 2 rations. Can I get some fucking rations? Okay, it's changed. I probably didn't even need to come in this direction. Okay, I need to haul ass. Bruh. Okay, there we go. Yeah, because as I was sitting here thinking about it, I'm like, doesn't Metal Gear Solid Twin Snakes obviously revolve around the relationship of Snake and Liquid? And then my brain just went like, if that's the case, then is this like, I was like, is this maybe like an alternative universe type shit, or is this like, oh, I am accidentally playing Twin Snakes when I also owned it for the GameCube? This motherfucking thing respawned. This goddamn motherfucker. I hate this game. I hate this game. I hate this game. Kill me. This game could suck every inch of my dick. Get me out of this hellhole. Between Snake and Liquid eels. I think there are water snakes, aren't there? Like purely aquatic snakes that aren't eels or whatever. Me hanging out with the boys. Plenty, but they're just fake. You're a big phony. Oh, I can punch the snakes! Or not the snakes, the fucking birds!
Snake, can you hear
Naomi.
me? It's Naomi.
Naomi, what the hell?
Campbell and the others are busy right now. I'm on a different code.
Oh, that's right, that is called a codec.
Naomi, is what the Colonel says true?
Yes. But not everything I said was a lie.
Who are you?
I don't know myself. I don't know my real name or even what my parents looked like. I bought all my identification. But my reason for getting into genetics was true.
'Cause you want to know yourself, right?
That's right. I want to know where I came from. My age, my race, anything.
I thought she was gonna say my species. What am I, Snake? I'm this weird bipedal. I'm kind of like a monkey, but not really.
What's now known as Zimbabwe?
Yes. Rhodesia was owned by England until 1965, and there were lots of Indian laborers around. That's probably where I got my skin color from, but I'm not even sure about
I'm
that.
sorry, you're
Naomi,
Indian?
you're too worried
Don't
about
Indians
the past.
have no offense, but what looks like a darker skin tone than you?
Understand who I am now. Why should I? No one else tries to understand me.
Stop punching the fucking birds. They're my spy cam, you piece of shit.
Until I met my big brother.
All these are government drones. Do you know how expensive they are? I'm your big brother, big boss.
Frank Yeager.
What?
He was a young soldier when he picked me up near the Zambezi River. I was half dead from starvation, and he shared his rations with me. Yes, Frank Yeager. The man who you destroyed was my brother and my only family.
Oh, damn. Oh, sorry about that.
No.
Feels bad, man.
Fox?
We survived that hell together, Frank and I. He protected me. He's my one connection. The only connection I have to my past.
And he brought you back to America.
No. I was in Mozambique when he came.
Who is he?
Big boss.
You mean Big Boss?
Yes. He brought us to this land of freedom. This America.
Land of freedom, parentheses, yeah.
And that's when it happened. You killed my benefactor and sent my brother home a cripple. I vowed revenge and joined Foxhound.
Okay.
I knew it was my best chance to meet you, and I prayed for the day that I would.
So, were your prayers answered?
Yes. I waited 2 long years.
To kill me? Is that all you cared about?
Yes. That's right. 2 years. You were all I thought about for 2 long years. Like some kind of twisted obsession.
2 years is not that much time, I'm sorry.
Not exactly.
Maybe I'm talking like a fucking elf right now.
Wrong about you.
What about
2 years is not a lot of time to be obsessed with something.
I'll have my revenge on them too.
I mean, it is, but within context. Like, I've been
that Dr.
obsessed with game dev since I was like 8.
For his genome experiments?
Dr.
It's been almost like, it has been like 2 decades or more, perhaps.
Afterwards, I covered it up and helped him.
That is a long ass time to be obsessed with something.
I mean, Gray Fox. He's come here to kill me?
I don't think so.
That is 1/5 of my lifespan.
I wasn't sure before, but now I think I understand.
1/5 to 1/4.
With you. That's all he lives for. I'm sure of it.
Fox. No.
You want me to kill your brother? Okay.
Naomi, tell me something.
About Fox Die? Fox Die is a type of retrovirus that targets and kills only specific people. First, it infects the macrophages in the victim's body. Fox Die contains smart enzymes created through protein engineering. They're programmed to respond to specific genetic patterns in the cells.
Those enzymes recognize the target's DNA.
I know, DNA.
They respond by becoming active and using the macrophages. They begin creating TNF-epsilon.
Huh?
It's a type of cytokine, a peptide which causes cells to die. The TNF-epsilon is carried along the bloodstream to the heart, where they attach to the TNF receptors in the heart cells.
Terrifying.
And then they cause a heart attack?
The heart cells suffer a shock and undergo an extreme apoptosis. Then, the victim dies.
Apoptosis? You mean the heart cells commit suicide? Naomi,
That's fucked up.
you must have programmed that thing to kill me too, right?
Yeah.
Do I still have time? Naomi, I don't blame you for wanting me
I
dead.
want to die too, Naomi.
Go yet. I still have a job to do.
Listen, Snake. I'm not the one who made the decision to use Fox Dye.
Huh? You weren't.
It was the president.
No. You were injected with Fox Dye as a part of this operation. I just wanted to let you know that. No, that's not the whole truth.
Huh?
Oh.
The real thing I wanted to tell you was... Snake,
If I were to make a solid Snake emote.
What are you doing?
Snake!
Naomi!
Snake, I can't allow Naomi to make any more unauthorized transmissions.
What?
Naomi's been removed from this operation.
What happened to Naomi? What did she mean when she said that Fox Dye was a part of this operation? Colonel, let me talk to her.
I won't. She's under arrest.
Colonel.
You bastard.
Trust me.
Snake, there's no time.
There's absolutely time for that.
Job is to stop
Colonel, if I find you in real life, I'm gonna beat the shit out of you. Bird. Snake's just like, I hate the birds. Imagine if you could just grab a bird. Still an obsession? Yeah, still an obsession. Please tell me the key's okay. Please tell me the key's okay. Please tell me the key's okay. I got a ration back. Normally, I would love to check those fucking areas to see if I could get more shit. However, I do not have time for that. Ignore the fact I put a deadly virus in you as part of this mission to destroy Metal Gear. Ignore that I have betrayed your trust at every turn. Destroy Metal Gear, Snake. Brother, I need rations, please. My family, they're starving. No more nukes, please.
Halcode number 3 confirmed. Halcode entry complete. Detonation code activated.
No.
Thank you, Snake. Now the detonation code is completed.
Huh?
Nothing can stop Metal Gear now.
Master, what's going on?
You found the key, and even activated the warhead for us, too. I really must express my gratitude.
You motherfucker!
Sorry to have involved you in that silly shape memory alloy business.
What are you talking about?
We weren't able to learn the DARPA chief's code. Even with Mantis' psychic powers, he couldn't read his mind. Then Ocelot accidentally killed him during the interrogation. In other words, we weren't able to launch the nuclear device, and we were all getting a little worried. Without the threat of a nuclear strike, our demands would never be met.
What do you mean?
Without the detonation codes,
We've been had, Snake.
some other way. That's when we decided you might prove useful, Snake.
What?
First, I thought we might get the information from you, Snake, so I had Decoy Octopus disguise himself as the DARPA chief. Unfortunately, Octopus didn't survive the encounter, thanks to Fox Die.
You mean you had this plan from the beginning, just to get me to input the detonation code?
Huh? You didn't think you made it this far by yourself, did
No.
Who the hell are you?
you? In any case, the launch preparations are complete. Once the world glimpses the power of this weapon, the White House will have no choice but to surrender the Fox Die vaccine to me. Their ace in the hole is useless now.
Ace in the hole?
The Pentagon's plan to use you was already successful in the torture room. Snake, you're the only one who doesn't know. Ah, poor fool.
Who are you anyway?
I'll tell you everything you want to know. If you come where I am, that is.
Where are you?
Very close by.
Snake, that's not Master Miller.
Campbell, you're too late.
Took you this long to realize?
Master Miller's body was just discovered at his home. He's been dead for at least 3 days. I didn't know because my codec link with Master was cut off. But Mei Ling said his transmission signal was coming from inside the base.
So who is it?
Snake, you've been talking to...
Me, dear brother.
Liquid.
Liquid. How the...
You've served your purpose. You may die now.
No, thank you. What are my options? What are my options? First off, gas mask.
Snake, gas! Do something!
Do something!
Call Emmerich. He should be able to break through security.
Snake, that's bulletproof glass. You can't break it with an ordinary weapon.
Can't you open the security lock here?
I'll try. Just hold on for a minute.
Is there something I can have in this room? Ooh, a ration!
I hacked into security. Snake, I'm opening the door.
Thanks. We love Otacon. Hey, a ration! Huh? I saw that. Huh? He's not letting me go back.
Liquid!
Snake! Did you like my sunglasses? You'd point a weapon at your own brother?
Yeah?
Why did you disguise yourself as Master?
So I could manipulate you more easily. And you performed quite well, I must say. Although the boys at the Pentagon are probably saying the same thing.
What the hell are you talking about?
Following orders blindly with no questions asked, you've lost your warrior's pride and become nothing more than a pawn snake.
What?
Stopping the nuclear launch, rescuing the hostages, it was all just a diversion.
A diversion?
The Pentagon only needed for you to come into contact with us. That's what killed the Arms Tech president and decoy octopus.
You don't mean...
That's right. You were sent here to kill us so they could retrieve Metal Gear undamaged, along with the bodies of the Genome soldiers. From the beginning, the Pentagon was just using you as a vector to spread Fox Dye.
Fox Dye? It can't be. Are you telling me Naomi was working with the Pentagon?
They thought she was, but it seems that Dr. Naomi Hunter couldn't be controlled so easily.
What?
We've got a spy working in the Pentagon. He reported that Dr. Hunter altered Fox Dye's program just before the operation, but no one knows how or why.
I wonder... Maybe they arrested her so they could find out the answer to that.
No doubt. But I had no idea she was motivated by such petty revenge. We still don't know
Why are you always shirtless now that I'm thinking about it?
Oh well, it doesn't matter. I've already added the Fox Dye vaccine to my list of White House demands.
There's a vaccine?
There must be, but that woman is the only one who really knows. Anyway...
Because he's gay. I can't believe it. All gay men are shirtless. Is this why Todd Dare won't use his cam on stream?
So we must have all been exposed to the virus. It's true that the Arms Tech president and decoy octopus were killed by Fox Dye. But Ocelot, myself, and you, the carrier, were apparently unaffected.
A bug in the virus's programming?
Could be. In any case, if it doesn't kill you, then I'm not worried either. After all, our genetic code is identical.
So it's true. You and I are...
Brothers.
Twins. But we're not ordinary twins. We're twins linked by cursed genes.
They're Nautica.
You're fine. You got all the old man's dominant genes. I got the flawed recessive genes. Everything was done so that you would be the greatest of his children. The only reason I exist is so they could create you.
I was the favorite, huh?
I'm the favorite. My dad loves me more, nerd.
What they used to make you. Can you understand what it's like to know that you're garbage since the day you were born?
I mean, you're garbage, but you weren't garbage since the day you were born.
I'm the one Father chose.
So that's why you're so obsessed with Big Boss. Some warped kind of love.
Love? It's hate! He always told me I was inferior. And now I'll have my revenge! You should understand me, brother. You killed our father with your own hands! You stole my chance for revenge! Now I'll finish the work that father began. I will surpass
And become Metal Gear myself.
him.
You're just like Naomi.
Well, I'm not like you!
I hate you!
I'm proud of the destiny that is encoded into my very genes. Yeah.
I thought he just said nya.
Snake, your blood will be the first to be spilled by this glorious new weapon. Consider it an honor, a gift from your brother. Now I'll show you the power of the weapon that will lead us in the 21st century.
Don't you see, Snake? This is Metal Gear. Solid. No, I wanted to get items. I'm broke. How do I stop it? Time to destroy it. Big boy. Oh. Hey, Mei Ling, you mind if I save real quick?
Snake, there's nothing I can do to help you. Oh. Don't give up.
Time to destroy it and set off the base's self-destruct mechanism so the evidence of what happens disappears.
It's moving. Snake, it's all riding on you now. You've got to stop that thing.
But how?
You'll have to ask Dr. Emmerich, the guy who made it.
Master! Why won't you answer? Deep throat? Nope.
Snake, Rex's armor is impregnable. You can't do any damage with the weapons you've got. Rex uses the latest advances in compound armor. The only way you can pierce it is with a high-performance heat round.
So what do I do?
Rex's pilot seat operates exactly like a VR system. It's got multiple sensors connected to a high-tech interface used for the controls. It's completely self-enclosed and shut off from the outside environment.
He's not using his naked eyes?
That's right. So if you could somehow destroy the sensors... Do you see that round plate on Rex's left arm?
Yeah, that thing that looks like a shield.
That's a radome. If you can destroy that thing, it won't be able to use its electronic equipment.
So he'll be blinded.
Yeah, try to hit that radome with a Stinger missile.
So that will stop it?
No. Rex was designed so it can be controlled manually, too.
Oh.
Oh, good.
The part that looks like a beak is where the pilot seat is. In an emergency, it'll open up. Rex's armor is perfect. You can't destroy it.
You told me that already.
But the interior is a different story.
I get it. First I destroy the radome. That will force him to open up the pilot's seat.
Right. If you can shoot a Stinger missile into the cockpit, you'll destroy...
Stinger missile? Cockpit.
You intentionally designed it with a weak point?
It's not a weak point. I like to think of it as a character flaw. People just aren't complete without some type of character flaw, don't you think?
I guess so. I owe you one, Otacon.
Well, let's see. Chaff grenades seem to work okay on technology. Oh, that's a fucking laser. Chaff grenade, please. Regular grenade, chaff grenade. Thank you. Why do I always struggle to find the chaff grenades? Where's the rations? Uh-oh. It was going pretty well for a while there. Skip. Talk, Otacon. Do the thing. Also, somebody pointed out that, this thing has like a fucking dinosaur-ass roar or whatever. And that's definitely not a sound a machine makes normally. So Otacon definitely, like, put in that fucking dinosaur-ass roar. Chaff, 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 grenade. You love the chaff grenade. No. Stinger missile, please. Stinger missile, please. Stinger missile, please. Too many items.
Did that do it?
Cyborg ninja.
Grey Fox.
A name from long ago. It sounds better than Deep Throat.
So it is you.
You look terrible, Snake. You haven't aged well.
Thanks.
Fox, why? What do you want from me?
I am a prisoner of death. Only you can free me.
Fox, stay out of this. What about Naomi? She's hell-bent on taking revenge for you.
Naomi?
You're the only one who can stop her.
No, I can't.
Why?
Because I'm the one who killed her parents. I was young then, and couldn't bring myself to kill her too. I felt so bad that I decided to take her with me. I raised her like she was my own blood.
Damn, this is some fucked up shit.
Guilty conscience. And now she thinks of me as her brother.
Fox.
From the outside, we might have seemed like a happy brother and sister, but every time I looked at her, I saw her parents' eyes staring back at me. Tell her for me. Tell her that I was the one who did it.
There you are!
We're just about out of time. Here's a final present from Deep Throat. I'll stop it from moving. Fox!
Oh, well, there goes his arm.
sit by and watch him die.
A cornered fox is more dangerous than a jackal.
Destroyed the radome.
Impressive! You are indeed worthy of the codename Fox, but now you're finished!
No! Fire the stinger!
Fox, can you really shoot? You'll kill him too!
Now, in front of you, I can finally die. After Zanzibar, I was taken from the battle, neither truly alive nor truly dead. An undying shadow in a world of light. But soon, it will finally end. Die! Snake, we're not tools of the government or anyone else. Fighting was the only thing I was good at. But at least I always fought for what I believed in. Snake, farewell.
Damn. This motherfucker.
Foolish man. He prayed for death, and it found him. You see, you can't protect anyone, not even yourself. Die!
Is he still using, like, electronic system to aim at me? Okay, well, let's see how far back it sets me. It would suck if it sent me back to... Oh, this bitch. Now in front of you, I can finally die.
I was taken from the battle, neither truly alive nor truly dead. An undying shadow in a world of light. But soon it will finally end.
Oh, come on. The hell you mean that didn't hit? Christ, sometimes. Chaff. Stinger. Christ. Stop. Fucking... So dumb. Okay, come on. Let's shuffle this shit along. I think the strat is going to be Stinger Missile, Chaff Grenade, Stinger Missile again, and then Stinger Missile. Just keep on cycling like that. Sure, okay. Oh, am I out of rations? And there's always like 1 HP left, no matter what I do. Oh, dead. How did I get through the first time so easily? I don't feel like my aim has become worse, but maybe this is a shitty cyborg ninja situation where they have like tons and tons of iframes. Oh, you're kidding me. He took 5 steps forward so I could do nothing to him. There we go. Now in front of you, I can finally die. After Zanzibar, I was taken from the battle.
Neither truly alive, nor truly dead. An undying shadow in a world of light. But soon, it will finally end. Die! Snake,
Okay. I think I forgot to equip my rations. This is what happens. I really wanted to, while Gray Fox was talking, equip my rations, but I could not. Can I not throw it? Please throw it. Snake, sometimes. Oh my god, Snake, sometimes. Bruh. Oh my god, sometimes the inputs. Christ. Cool. Okay. Oh my god, I really just kind of want to let it kill me. Sometimes you run into bosses in this game that just make you not want to even try. Can I get you to, please? God. Am I gonna get blown up? No, I'm just going to miss. Neat. Okay, reset. Go ahead. Game over. Did that count? If it didn't count, I am going to... Oh my god! Oh my god! Huh? Yo, can you maybe consider backing the fuck off? This is all I've known, being a shadow in a world of light.
I can finally die. After Zanzibar, I was taken from the battle. Neither truly alive nor truly dead. An undying shadow in a world of light. But soon it will finally end.
Oh boy, negative impact frame. Bro? Bro. Can you not? Can you calm your ass down, hold still for 5 seconds? Man, what part of me is made out of superior genes that this man can fucking tank stinger missiles to his goddamn face? And meanwhile, I'm being turned into mincemeat by these regular-ass missiles. Cool, I think I am going to die. Smile, you son of a bitch.
Snake, I'll crush you into dust.
How are you still alive? Well, Metal Gear certainly isn't looking like it's in one piece anymore. My chakras have realigned and I am using the avatar state to look into my previous lives. How are you still alive, man? I fucking can't stand this.
Sleeping late as usual. A snake.
Liquid, you're still alive.
You shouldn't be.
Die as long as you still live.
That's not how this works.
It looks like your revolution was a failure.
Just because you've destroyed Metal Gear doesn't mean I am done fighting.
Fighting? What are you really after?
A world where warriors like us are honored as we once were, as we should be.
That was Big Boss's fantasy.
It was his dying wish. When he was young, during the Cold War, the world needed men like us. We were valued then. We were desired. But things, are different now. With all the liars and hypocrites running the world, war isn't what it used to be. We're losing
War has
a
changed.
world that no longer needs us. A world that now spurns our very existence. You should know that as well as I do. After I launch this weapon and get our $1 billion, we'll be able to bring chaos and honor back to this world gone soft. Conflict will breed conflict. New hatreds will arise. Then, we'll steadily expand our sphere of influence.
Uh-huh.
But as long as there are people, there will always be war.
But the problem is balance. Father knew what type of a balance was best.
Is that the only reason?
Isn't it reason enough for warriors such as us?
I don't want that kind of world.
Ha! You love me. So why are you here then? Why do you continue to follow your orders while your superiors betray you? Why did you come here? Well, I'll tell you then. You enjoy all the killing. That's why.
What?
Are you denying it? Haven't you already killed most of my comrades?
That was...
I watched your face when you did it. It was filled with the joy of battle.
You're wrong.
There's a killer inside you. You don't have to deny it. We were created to be that way.
Created?
Oh boy, is this another cutscene made in real life?
Enfants terribles, the terrible children. That's what the project was called. It started in the 1970s. Their plan was to artificially create the most powerful soldier possible. The person that they chose as the model was the man known then as the greatest living soldier in the world.
Big Boss.
But Father was wounded in combat and already in a coma when they brought him in. So they created us from his cells, with a combination of 20th century analog cloning and the super baby method.
Super baby method.
What?
They fertilized an egg with one of Father's cells, and then let it divide into 8 clone babies.
Hang on.
Then they transferred the clones to someone's uterus, and later intentionally aborted 6 of the fetuses to encourage strong fetal growth. You and I were originally octuplets.
Octuplets?
Yes. The other 6 of our brothers were sacrificed to make us.
What the fuck?
We were accomplices in murder before the day we were even born. So it was you and I, 2 fertilized eggs with exactly the same DNA. But they weren't finished yet. They used me as a guinea pig to create a phenotype in which all of the dominant genes were expressed to create you. I got all of the recessive genes. You took everything from me before I was even born. But you and I aren't his only children.
What?
The genome soldiers. They too are his progeny, carrying on his genetic legacy. But they're different. They're digital. With the completion of the Human Genome Project, the mysteries of humanity were laid bare. Thanks to Father's DNA, they were able to identify more than 60 soldier genes responsible for everything from strategic thinking.
I don't think that's how that works.
Killer instinct. Those soldier genes were transplanted into the members of the next generation special forces. That's how they became the genome soldiers.
We sure are doing science, they say.
Right. The genome soldiers that you've been killing are our brothers with the same genes as ours.
There's something weird going on here.
Genome soldiers.
That's right. They are our brothers.
I don't think that works. I don't know how that works.
Nucleotides to mimic our father's genes. They too are the product of numerous sacrifices.
Sacrifices?
Human experiments.
Sacrifices? Human experiments?
1991.
The Gulf War?
Gulf War. The military secretly injected soldiers with the soldier gene.
Soldier genes.
The Gulf War syndrome that hundreds of thousands of returning soldiers complained about was a side effect of it.
Side effect?
Everyone knows that the Gulf War syndrome was caused by exposure to depleted uranium used in the anti-tank.
Anti-tank rounds.
That was just a cover story issued by the Pentagon.
Pentagon.
First they tried to say it was post-traumatic stress disorder.
Post-traumatic stress disorder.
Biological weapons.
Biological weapons.
The poison gas detection units and the anti-sarin injections.
Injections.
They were all just a cover-up of the secret genetic experiment.
Genetic experiment.
So then, the so-called Gulf War babies that have been reported by Gulf War veterans are...
Yes. They too are our brothers and sisters.
Well.
So the genome soldiers mean that the experiments were a success?
Success? Don't be a fool. They're a complete failure. We are on the verge of extinction.
What?
Have you ever heard of the asymmetry theory?
No.
Nature tends to favor asymmetry. Those species which have gone extinct all show signs of symmetry. The genome soldiers suffer from the same problem. Signs of symmetry. So do I. As do you. That's right. We are all on the verge of death at the genetic level. We don't know when or what type of disease will occur. That's why we need the old man's genetic information.
You want Big Boss's DNA so you can save your family? It's very touching.
In nature, family members don't mate with each other, and yet they help each other to survive. Do you know why? It increases the chance that their genes will be passed on to a new generation. Altruism among blood relatives is a response to natural selection. It's called the selfish gene.
Okay.
You're telling me that your genes are ordering you to save the genome soldiers?
Perhaps.
You can't fight your genes.
Oh fuck, I hit X.
Colonel, can you hear me?
Yes, I'm listening.
What is the Pentagon trying to do? Colonel, answer me.
The Secretary of Defense has taken over active control of this operation. He's on his way there by AWACS.
What for?
To bomb the place.
What?
Not only that, B-2 bombers just lifted off from Galena Air Force Base. They're carrying B-6113 surface-piercing tactical nuclear bombs.
What? Metal Gear is destroyed. Tell the Secretary of Defense.
The Secretary of Defense heard that Naomi double-crossed us, and he's worried about Fox Die. Now that there's no more danger of a nuclear strike from Metal Gear, he's going to do whatever's necessary to cover up the truth of what really happened here.
He's going to drop a nuclear bomb to vaporize all the evidence along with anyone who knows anything.
Don't worry, Snake. I'll stop the nuclear strike.
How?
I may only be a figurehead here, but I'm still officially in command of this mission. If I issue an order to delay the strike, it'll confuse the chain of command and at least buy you some time. It'll give you a chance to escape.
But, Colonel, if you do that...
It's okay, Snake. The truth is, Foxhound was already the subject of an undercover investigation. Merrill was transferred to this base just before the terrorist attack as a way of manipulating me.
Those bastards.
I'm sorry. They forced me to cooperate in exchange for her life. You better get out of there, Snake.
Are you sure? It'll be bad for you.
Don't worry. It's the least I can do for you, after all the lies.
Colonel.
I'm ordering them to cancel the bombing run. After that, there's no turning back. What? What are you doing? What?
Snake!
Mei Ling, what happened to the Colonel?
I don't believe it.
What happened?
Snake, the Colonel!
Roy Campbell has been relieved of duty. This is the Secretary of Defense, Jim Houseman.
Put the Colonel back on.
He's been placed under arrest for leaking top-secret information and for the crime of high treason.
Ridiculous.
Yes, he's a ridiculous man. He truly believed that he was in command of this operation.
You bastard.
There won't be a speck of evidence left. I'm sure the President would want the same thing.
President ordered this?
President is a busy man. I have complete authority here.
How do you plan on explaining a nuclear attack on Alaska to the media?
Don't worry. We've prepared a convincing cover story. We'll simply say that the terrorists exploded a nuclear device.
Smart. You'll be murdering everyone here. The scientists, the Genome Army, everyone.
Donald, the DARPA chief, is already dead.
So, you didn't mean to kill the DARPA chief after all?
He was my friend.
And you could care less about what happens to everybody else, huh?
Well, if you give me the optic disc, I might consider saving them.
What are you talking about?
Metal Gear's test data. Donald was supposed to bring it back.
I don't have it.
I see. Oh well, that's okay. You two are an embarrassment from the 1970s. Our country's dirty little secret. You can't be allowed to live. Well, the bombs will be dropping soon, and you two have a lot of catching up to do. Farewell.
There's no way out for us. Let's finish this before the airstrike. You stole everything from me.
Barrel.
Only your death can satisfy me. Only your death can return to me what is rightly mine. She'll make a beautiful sacrifice for our final battle. Do you see this? It will be the time limit for our final battle. This nuclear module is set to detonate at the precise moment of her death. If you win, you might still be able to save her. You could enjoy one brief moment of love before the end. If you cross this line, you'll fall. At this height, it will kill even you. Have at you, Snake.
So I wanted to share this because there wasn't much left to his cutscene. Give me 1 second. Whoop.
Behind you.
This was what was left.
Meryl. Is she alive?
I'm not sure. She was alive a few hours ago. Poor girl kept calling your name.
Meryl.
Stupid woman. Falling in love with a man who doesn't even have a name.
I have a name.
No! We have no past, no future, and even if we did, it wouldn't be truly ours. You and I are just copies of our father, Big Boss.
Let Meryl go.
As soon as we've finished our business, we're almost out of time.
You're talking about Fox Die.
No. It seems now that the Pentagon knows that Metal Gear is destroyed, they've arrived at a decision. They won't even need a BDA. If you want the details, why don't you ask your precious Colonel Campbell?
And oh. Yeah, and then it just goes into that. 1 second. So yeah, it's basically the last little thing that I skipped there was showing that Meryl was alive.
What's wrong, Snake?
Get up, get up, get up.
What's wrong, Snake?
Hang on, what the fuck? I'm gonna die here. He's kicking my ass.
Nice shot!
Dead. My head was not in the right space for that. Oh, it turns out that restarting the fight at least once is the smarter decision. Wow. I think if I time it right, I can get like...
Nice shot! What's wrong, Snake?
Does so much damage. What's wrong, Snake, is that you can attack me through your iframes.
Have at you, Snake.
come on. Huh?
What's wrong, Snake? Nice shot! Better hurry. It's going to blow!
Come on, get up.
Better hurry. It's going to blow! Better hurry. It's going to blow!
God damn. I can do this. I know I can do this. Part of me is just having a hard time gripping exactly how to get that punch, 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 punch infinite. Hurry up, climb.
Nice shot! What's wrong, Snake? What's wrong, Snake?
Why can't I knock him? I want to knock him off the edge. It's very strange. I guess since he doesn't knock you off, they were like, no, you shouldn't be able to knock him off either.
How about you, Snake?
Oh my god, every time, please.
What's wrong?
Oh my god.
Better hurry. It's going to blow. Nice shot.
Huh?
Better hurry. It's going to blow.
I get why they give him iframes, because obviously you don't want him to get like fucking cooked, but
It's going to blow.
oh,
You're out of time.
that was new.
How about you, Snake?
I've had you, Snake. Punch, punch. Oh my god, please. Why can you kick me so far? I was about to say, I swear to God, if this pulls me to the edge again. Why? Just turn. Dude. Can't wait to give my review on this game.
How about you, Snake?
Okay. Up, please.
What's wrong, Snake? Nice shot! Better hurry. It's going.
I'm getting a little irritated. I wonder how many times I've died throughout this game. It's got to be an incredible sum. Cool. Even though I shouldn't have gone over the edge there, the game teleports you to it. Teleporting to the edge? Yeah! I love teleporting to the edge. It's great. I love teleporting to the edge. It's fantastic. Because even though I fucking kick his ass right at the same point, he's like, no, I don't feel like it. Don't get me wrong, either of us going onto the edge is ass. Cool, I have yet to figure out how to dodge that. Nope. You're out of time? Sure am. I'm also out of patience. Also, experiencing this, knowing that I started this stream at basically the start of his boss fight, makes me glad that I did not try to do it last time. Cool. Up, up, up. Okay, even though I was right in his face. Okay, even though I was right in his face. Okay, even though I was right in his face. Okay, what other horse shit is the game gonna give you? Cool.
What's wrong, Snake?
Nope. Cool. Have at you, Snake.
Have at you, Snake.
Damn.
Nice shot. Better hurry. It's going to blow.
Huh? Huh. Okay.
You're out of time. Have at you, Snake.
Okay. Okay. Am I gonna teleport to the edge? Teleport to the edge. That technically wasn't too much of a teleport, but it did not feel correct, especially considering how much forgiveness he's given. But sure, whatever. Go off, I guess.
Nice shot. Better hurry. It's going to blow. Better hurry. It's going to blow. What's wrong, Snake?
I need to calm down. I know I'm getting way too aggressive with this.
Have at you, Snake.
Okay. I think that was the most forgiving the game's been to me in this fight.
Nice shot!
Don't teleport me to the edge. If you do, this game is trash.
Snake! What's wrong, Snake? Better hurry.
Okay.
It's going to blow.
He's in this stupid-ass one-punch cycle, and I hate it. Oh my god, I don't know what sends him into those one-punch cycles where it's like, oh, you better hurry, it's going to blow. Liquid complaining about the bomb that he set, yeah. At this point, if it would guarantee kill Liquid, I feel like I'd almost be willing to put up with it. Unfortunately, this man had survived an Apache helicopter crash, being pushed off of this fucking Metal Gear like 7 times, several Stinger missiles to the face, and Metal Gear literally exploding with him in it. So at this point, I'm not convinced a nuclear detonation would kill him, to be completely honest. God damn it. I really... I have so many pieces of feedback on this game. So many.
How about you, Snake?
Well, one punch. Less forgiving than the first time I did this. And I'm about to fall off Metal Gear. Get up. And I'm about to fall off Metal Gear. Get up. Cool, he's starting to do that stupid ass one punch cycle shit again.
What's wrong, Snake?
And then the game sucks his dick a little bit more, sucks his dick a little bit more. Okay. Okay. I can admit when I'm not good at a game, and I will say this, I'm not good at stealth games, but I'm also not good at whatever the fuck Metal Gear is. Because don't get me wrong, this game is really cool. And there's definitely things it does that I like, and then there's things that it does that are just like arbitrarily like the worst, most disgusting feeling that I've ever had in a video game. Like that! The fact that your punches do not guarantee a certain cycle and that you can just one punch and then he'll randomly get iframes is perhaps like the shittiest of the mechanics of this game. Get me away from the edge. The fact that this also technically does not matter also sucks quite a lot.
You're out of time.
Okay.
Have at you, Snake.
Up I need to go.
Nice shot!
What the fuck was that fucking go-go gadget extendo leg? This man eating the Gumu Gumu no Mi, his fucking legs stretching for 5 miles before just to hit me. Are you in that stupid punch cycle? Yes, you are.
Better hurry. It's going to blow. What's wrong, Snake?
I'm gonna beat this. I'm trying not to let the salt affect me too much. Have at you, Snake. I will fucking kick you in the dick. Why am I not climbing? I'll kick your balls so goddamn hard they will become your second uvula. You're having Chocobo race flashbacks? I have not experienced it before, but this might be contender for one of the worst boss fights I've ever had in a video game. Not because it's difficult, but because it's just asinine. Dude, fuck off, seriously. It's like, at least if I could understand what I'm doing wrong, it would be one thing, but I never know what I'm doing wrong. It's like I'm sitting here and I'm trying to comprehend what starts those one-punch cycles, where it's like, I one-punch him and he immediately gets his iframes, and then he goes into his immediate two-punch cycle. But I don't get it at all. I teleport to the edge.
Nice shot.
Like, I'm trying to look for, and this happens a lot in like these fights. It's like, there it is, the one punch, and it's probably gonna cycle here in a second. Cool. 2 roundhouse kicks. Nope. Nope. Can't do anything there. Good to know that he has unseen iframes there as well. Okay. There he goes. Complaining about having recessive genes when he's nearly unkillable, right? Meryl.
Meryl?
Snake, is that you? Snake, oh, you're alive. Thank God.
Meryl. Meryl, are you okay?
Your arms and legs must hurt.
Okay, is that all you can say?
Meryl.
Terrible.
Oh, it wasn't that bad.
Snake, I really hate to interrupt your little romance moment here, but there's literally a nuke right next to you.
And things even worse than that. I was fighting too. Just like you.
You're a strong woman.
Fighting them made me feel closer to you.
Oh, God.
I felt like you were there with me.
Oh, boy.
It gave me the strength to go on. But I was scared.
I'm sorry.
Don't say that. But it made me realize something.
I'm in love with you, Snake.
During all the pain and shame, there was one thing I was sure of. A single hope that I held on to.
That I saved, by going to Geico.
Kept me alive. Snake. I wanted...
A Crunchwrap Supreme!
Meryl. That's my Kodak.
Snake, it's me.
Hi, Otacon. You're the best girl in this game.
All right. You saved her, man. Good job.
I love you, Otacon. You're such a good boy.
We're about to be bombed.
Oh, boy. I guess we're considered expendable.
Yeah, the scientist that made Metal Gear is expendable.
Yeah. You can take the loading tunnel to the surface. There's a parking garage right next to you. The tunnel leads from there to the surface.
The door in front?
No. It's a small entrance to the west of that door.
How about the security?
I just unlocked it. Who do you think you're talking to? I'll take care of security along your escape route, too.
What are you going to do?
Me? I'll stay here.
Are you crazy?
I need a little more time to take care of your escape route.
But...
Unlocking the security doors is difficult work. Only I can do it.
Otacon.
Don't worry. I'm staying here. It's my own decision.
No!
Otacon, this is a hardened shelter, but they're going to use a surface-piercing nuclear bomb. It won't hold.
I'm through regretting the past. Life isn't all about loss, you know. Snake, I'm a complete person now. I've found a reason to live.
Good. Don't die on me.
Same to you. Take care of Meryl, okay?
I will.
Okay, I gotta go. I promise I'll do something about your escape route.
Thanks.
Thanks? Well, that sounds nice.
I believe in you.
Thanks, Snake.
Can we just save Otacon?
What about him? Where's Otacon?
He's
Let me save Otacon!
fighting right now. With his old self. To be the man he wants to be.
He's fighting for us too?
Yeah. And I don't want it to be in vain.
Me too.
Meryl.
Snake.
Now I gotta play... Hang on. Damn, I was gonna try to play Run Run Roddy Tops.
It started.
I must be heavy.
Looks like
You're thick, but not heavy.
after all.
Looks that way. Too bad.
Let's get out of here.
Snake, it's freezing outside. You need some clothes.
There's my sneaking suit.
Hurry up. Hurry.
Didn't you have just put it on in the room,
Looking good, Snake.
in the next room over? Considering he's a clone, I wonder if Snake is infertile. Just a thought. Then again, I don't know if clones are technically infertile. I love you, Ration. Oh, do I have no other items? Cool.
I'll drive.
I'll drive.
Damn, a surveillance camera. Damn, no keys. All right, keys. I got it, Snake. Jump in. Fire that machine gun with your weapon. Snake, hold on.
Hell yeah, brother. Meryl, drive in a straight line, please. You're stressing me the fuck out.
We'll never make it. Snake. Okay, Snake, let's go.
Is she wearing like a fucking vest now? I just realized.
We're not out of the woods yet. Here they come. We'll never make it. Snake, clear a path.
I'm trying to, woman. They do not make aiming easy in this thing.
You did it, Snake.
What's happening? This motherfucker just won't die! Jesus Christ! Can I aim lower, please? A reticle. Anything. Anything to show me where I am aiming, please. I'm about to die. And if it sends me all the way back... If it sends me all the way back, I am going to shit my pants. Actually, no, I'm not going to shit my pants, but my blood will reach boiling temps. Okay, come on, bitch. Find a car.
Damn, a surveillance camera. Damn, no keys. All right, keys.
Come on, bitch. Oh, second ration. We're going.
Fire that machine gun with your weapon button. Shoot him, Snake. Snake, hold on.
Go, please. Thank you. Otakon sounds like otaku, and we know otakus have no life, and you cannot kill that which is not alive. Bruh. Otakon's literal name is just a shorthand version of otaku convention. Oh my god.
We'll never make it. Snake, clear a path.
Snake, my brother in Christ.
Okay, Snake, let's go. We're not out of the woods yet.
Here they come!
We'll never make it. Snake, clear a path.
I am trying very hard to, but this game sucks to aim.
You did it, Snake.
He is the manifestation of otakus. Yeah. I like how it 180 degreed me. Since he wanted, like, they're just like, you can't predict Liquid, and I'm just like, I absolutely can. Oh my god, dude. Please, sometimes. Please. Under what conditions do I shoot him? Dude. Yeah, I finally found a reasonable... Nope, never mind. Thought it was reasonable, not reasonable. Okay, ignore bullets, I guess. Under what conditions are you fucking able to shoot me? I'm gonna die here again.
Look, Snake, daylight.
Oh my god, am I finally free? Yes, Meryl could have just run them over. It would have been quite simple, but they want you to use the machine gun. Do not tell me that Liquid is alive. I am going to...
Okay.
I am going to have a blood vessel burst.
Just shook up.
Meryl, can you move?
It's no good. I can't move.
What happened to Liquid?
He's still alive. There's no way that would kill him.
Liquid's dead.
No, he isn't.
Uh-oh.
Snake!
he's dead, that means...
Don't say it, Snake.
What happened to the air raid? No stealth bombers in sight.
Snake, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Colonel.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Colonel, what happened?
The Secretary of Defense has been arrested.
Neat.
Early retirement.
Arrested?
I was able to get into contact with the President. Metal Gear, the training exercise, all of it. It was all the Secretary of Defense acting alone.
Acting alone? What happened to the air raid and the nuclear strike?
The orders were rescinded. The F-117s and the B-2 Spirits have returned to the base. Once again, I have complete authority over this operation.
I see.
Washington isn't stupid enough to use nukes to cover up a few secrets.
I wonder about that.
In any case, the danger's over. Thanks, Snake.
Colonel, you can rest easy. Meryl's fine.
Really? Thanks. Thank you, Snake. Snake, I'm sorry. I kept a lot of things from you.
It's okay, Colonel.
Snake, I'm not a colonel.
Oh, that's right.
I've got a present for you. There's a snowmobile close to you. Mei Ling saw it on the satellite photos. This time of year, the glaciers are pretty calm. You should be able to ride right out of there. I'll bet the boys at the DIA and the NSA never expected you to come home alive.
Me neither. I better not show my face around here.
No danger of that. You two officially died after your Jeep sank into the ocean.
That's not too far from the truth.
Also, there's a helicopter waiting for you on Fox Island.
Dr. Hal Emmerich should be somewhere on the base. I want someone to bring him in.
I understand. Leave it to me.
Okay, Roy. Are you gonna be okay?
Don't worry. I've got an insurance policy. A hard copy of all Mei Ling's data. As long as I've got that, you, me, and Mei Ling will be fine.
The battery on these nanomachines will run out soon. They won't be able to follow us.
I guess we won't meet again.
Don't worry. I'll pay you a visit sometime.
Really? I look forward to that.
Roy, just tell me one thing.
What?
About Fox Die.
Meryl will be fine. She wasn't included in its programming.
What about me? It killed Liquid.
Naomi said that she wants to talk to you face to face about that.
How is she?
Don't worry. Mei Ling is with her right now. I'm switching over to Naomi.
Snake, it's me.
Naomi.
I heard about my brother.
I'm sorry. But he had one last message he wanted to say to you. He told me to tell you to forget about him and to go on with your own life.
Frankie said that?
Yeah. He also said he'll always love you. Naomi, your brother just saved you, me, and the whole world. He fought with every ounce of strength in his body.
Maybe now he's finally found some peace. He wasn't really my brother anymore. Ever since he fought with you in Zanzibar, he's been like a ghost. A ghost looking for a place to die.
Naomi, Liquid died from Fox Die too. What about me? When am I gonna go?
That's up to you.
What do you mean?
Everybody dies when their time is up.
Yeah, so when's mine up?
It's up to you how you use the time left to you.
Thank you for not giving me any answers, woman.
Live, Snake. That's all I can say to you.
Unless you're telling me Fox Die isn't going to kill me. Conveniently, now we can move from out from under the Jeep.
Each person is born with their fate written into their own genetic code.
Not really.
It's unchangeable, immutable. But that's not all there is to life. I finally realized that. I told you before, the reason that I was interested in genes and DNA. Because I wanted to know who I was. Where I came from. I thought that if I analyzed my DNA, I could find out who I was. Who my parents were. And I thought that if I knew that, then I'd know what path I should take in life. But I was wrong. I didn't find anything. I didn't learn anything. Just like with the genome soldiers, you can input all the genetic information, but that doesn't make them into the strongest soldiers. The most we can say about DNA is that it governs a person's potential strengths, potential destiny. You mustn't allow yourself to be chained to fate, to be ruled by your genes. Humans can choose the type of life they want to live. Snake, whether or not you're in the Fox-Die program isn't important. The important thing is that you choose life. And then live. Don't you think, Snake? Don't worry. I'm going to choose life too. Until today, I've always looked for a reason to live. But from here on, I'm going to just live. Genes exist to pass down our hopes and dreams for the future through our children. Living is a link to the future. That's how all life works. Loving each other, teaching each other. That's how we can change the world. I finally realized it. The true meaning of life. Thank you, Snake.
Look, I found this.
Let's keep it as a reminder.
Of what? A reminder of a successful mission? Or the first time we met?
A reminder of how to live.
Huh?
Until today, I've lived only for myself. Survival has been the only thing I cared about in my life.
Okay.
That's not just you. That's how everyone is.
I only felt truly alive when I was staring death in the face. I don't know. Maybe it's written into my genes.
What about now? What do your genes say about your future now?
Maybe it's time I live for someone else.
Someone else?
Yeah. Someone like you. Maybe that's the real way to live.
So, where to, Snake?
Oh, a hospital. My name is David. Where to, Dave?
I think it's time we look for a new path.
My name is David.
A new path?
A new purpose.
Will we find it?
I don't know why David is such a vanilla name for a guy who goes by the epithet of Snake. Don't get me wrong, if he went with an edgier one, it would have been...
Caribou.
Huck, cluck, cluck, yeah. Huck, cluck, cluck, yeah. Ooh, caribou.
It'll be spring here soon.
For us too.
His name is Dave.
Spring brings new life to everything. It's a time for hope. I've lived here a long time, but Alaska has never looked more beautiful. The sky, the sea, the caribou, and most of all, you.
Ugh.
I think I'm gonna like this new
Where you're apparently railing her.
Let's enjoy life.
No way the fist fight against Liquid happened and occurs so you can affect him with Fox. I guess. In the 1980s, there were more than 60,000 nuclear warheads in the world at all times. The total destructive power amounted to 1 million times that of the Hiroshima A-bomb. In 93, START 2 was signed, and the United States and Russia agreed to reduce the number of deployed nuclear warheads to 3,000 Okay, I wasn't done reading. However, as of 1998, there still exists 26,000 nuclear warheads in the world. It was reduced to like 3,000 or 3,500, somewhere in between that number. Neat. Neat game. Oh, well, his voice actor was David Hayter, so I guess that's why his name is Dave. It's a really nice nod to their voice actors that they do get just named after their voice actors. Okay, thoughts. Thoughts on Metal Gear Solid. Good game. Story. Story on this game is really good, but it is overly complex. In some ways. It's straightforward, and it's, like, really wiggly and complex in weird little ways. I'm gonna try to see how accurately I can summarize things as I remember them. So obviously, big overarching mission, come here, there's Metal Gear, there's the nuke, it's a problem. Fox Die was the former unit that all the bosses belonged to, and we wanted them not here. Secretary of Defense was acting by himself for Metal Gear data. The clone program, this shit is crazy. This shit is honestly crazy. There's too much going on. There's a lot going on in what is surprisingly a short amount of time. If I equated this to 4 hours every stream for 4 streams, that's 16 hours. That's a lot to absorb in what feels like not very a long time, in a very short period of time. Thanks for showing me a polar bear dragging its ass. So obviously, like, listening to this talk about genome soldiers and crazy shit like that and genes deciding your fate is all things that are untrue, but, obviously suspension of disbelief. The only thing that, like, made me genuinely, like, confused is that they tried too hard to link the genome soldiers to being the sons of Big Boss while also trying to make Snake and Liquid the sons of Big Boss. The answer to that question is, if you're going to make genome soldiers, just say that genome soldiers are augmented with the genetic data of Big Boss, but don't say they're Big Boss's sons, because they're not. Big Boss's sons are Snake and Liquid Snake. Solid Snake and Liquid Snake. Or Dave, whichever you prefer to call Solid, but, there's really no reason to work around too much with that. No need to finagle it too much. Good things this game does. God, sorry, some of the glaring issues in my head are overriding the things I enjoyed about this game. This game tries so hard to take itself seriously that it almost comes back down to feeling like a parody of itself. In that way, it can be viewed as both good and bad. Its story is good if you have the attention span for it, but their cutscenes go on for too long sometimes, man. Clones whose genetics were altered, yeah. Well, I mean, technically, it's like you took his cells, but you didn't take a sperm cell. You took his cells, and then you combine them with an egg, and that is the closest that you are going to get to the male equivalent of a clone. Because females, there are species in the world that can clone themselves. Most of them are lizards, though. So I don't know what the fuck they are. They're genetically altered individuals who are close to being the children of Big Boss, but aren't the children of Big Boss because they technically aren't a cell. They weren't inseminated by sperm. They were inseminated by some other form of cellular data. It's very strange. I guess There are some weapons in this game that do genuinely feel good to use, but the ones that don't really stand out, unfortunately. If we're talking about weapons that feel good to use, strictly saying good and nothing else, I'm not going to include grenades, because grenades really kind of all have the same thing going for them, and they can either be good or suck, one or the other. That being said, you don't really use hand grenades a whole lot, at least I didn't, because they come with them too much risk of blowing yourself up. If we're talking about weapons that feel good, ironically, it's only the missile launchers. Stinger missile generally feels okay. Nikita generally feels pretty good. SOCOM is one of those ones that if it's doing okay, then it's doing well, but otherwise it kind of sucks, and FAMAS is kind of like middle of the road.
You mustn't allow yourself to be chained to fate, to be ruled by your genes. Humans can choose the type of life they want to live. The important thing is that you choose life, and then live.
The sneaking mechanics are all around well round out. So that's pretty good. That's I think
The entire unit was wiped out. Those two are still alive. The Vector? Yes, sir. Fox Die should become activated soon. Right on schedule. Yes, sir. I recovered all of Rex's dummy warhead data. No, sir. My cover is intact. Nobody knows who I really am. Yes, the DARPA chief knew my identity, but he's been disposed of. Yes, the inferior one was the winner after all. That's right. Until the very end, Liquid thought he was the inferior one. Yes, sir, I agree completely. It takes a well-balanced individual such as yourself to rule the world. No, sir. No one knows that you were the third one, Solidus. What should I do about the woman? Yes, sir. I'll keep her under surveillance. Yes. Thank you. Goodbye, Mr. President.
Thanks for that. Score. Oh boy. 119 continues. 119 of them. Let's see. Normal, playtime 12:47:02, 20 saves. 119 continues, found 55 times, 224 enemies killed, 121 rations used. Just gonna turn this off. Let's see here. Display capture, Elgato. Turn that off, turn that on. Right. So, finishing my little rating type deal. Metal Gear Solid does some things well enough. Its sneaking mechanics are well-rounded. They knew what they were doing. They tested them out, made sure that they worked most of the time. Good enough. Half of their weapons feel okay to use, but are really just one-time use items. They're a little specialized. Now I'm going to list all the things about this game that could have been better or could have been done differently. Whatever else have you, there were all sorts of things that could have been done better. Number 1, Cyborg Ninja boss fight is ass. It's not that it's hard, it's just ass. For the same reason that Liquid Snake's fist fight is ass. To put it simply, in Cyborg Ninja's boss fight, if you are going to allow me to knock him down into a kneeling position, let me choke him. Let me choke him for bigger damage. There would have been no reason for me to not choke him for bigger damage. If you want to punish me for doing that, you can punish me for doing that by altering the storyline, cutting out dialogue that would key me into certain things. You could do a lot of different things, but you should never make me play a waiting game in a boss fight for what seems like ages. It's awful. It does just suck. That's one thing that could be definitively have been done better. I don't know if hand-to-hand combat was the only way, but considering that's what the game emphasized you should do, I'm going to assume that was the only route to take, was chaff grenades and hand-to-hand combat. Both of the fights with Sniper Wolf, second one was admittedly not as bad as the first one, suck for no reason other than the sniper rifle sucks. The sniper rifle does suck, it just sucks. If you think it doesn't suck, then I would like to ask you how it feels to know that you are wrong. Everything about the sniper rifle sucks. The fact that you need to take a medication just to fire it accurately is stupid. There's a reason why a lot of games later on probably just added in a mechanic to stabilize your aim by holding your breath, and this game is probably the reason why. The sniper rifle sucks. There's no point to it. It's a gimmick gun that's used for 2 boss fights, and then it's worthless. It's not worth it to use at any other time, because whenever you get shot, even if you're using the medicine, you get rotated anywhere between 35 to 90 degrees. It becomes completely incomprehensible to use it because you will lose track of where you are in the scenery. It sucks. It does suck. Liquid's hand-to-hand combat boss fight sucks. From the perspective of, how to say this, it includes a mechanic that is designed to waste time regardless of how well or how poorly you're doing. That is a mechanic that is a punishment no matter what you do. By that I mean, if you get knocked off or Liquid gets knocked off, you wind up burning time either climbing back up yourself or waiting for Liquid to climb back up. After which, when Liquid climbs back up, he has iframes and you can do nothing to him, which means more waiting. And if you do climb yourself back up, then it's like whatever. The game could have benefited from allowing you a more diverse palette for your CQCs by just letting you do a heavy kick attack by pressing and holding down the melee button. Like, if Liquid's going to sit here and be able to kick me, I shouldn't have to throw 2 punches before I could kick him back. I want to have the option of being reach, especially if you're going to include this glitch that is 1 punch and then iframes and then 2 punches from him that do more than 4 of my punches to him. I get that it's supposed to emphasize that he is the superior one and we are the inferior one, despite the fact that they say the opposite. It still sucks. The game has moments where you definitely sit there and feel confused by the decisions that it makes. It could have been worse. It could have been better. But how to say this? There's not a single boss fight in this game that I can actually say I enjoyed. Off the top of my head, like concretely. Ocelots is a cool concept, and it wasn't bad. I don't know if I would call it fun, because a boss fight where you have to chase down any enemy kind of sucks, in my opinion. I think that wasn't a bad boss fight. I think it was a cool concept having Ocelot ricochet bullets around the place. I think it could have possibly been done in a more interesting manner, but at the same time, I don't know how you wouldn't do it, so I'm going to call that a neutral fight. The one with the tank was whatever. Okay, fine, sure, whatever, go off. Wasn't hard, wasn't bad. I wouldn't call it fun. Vulcan Raven was the closest thing to a boss fight in which I had fun, but it was almost grotesquely one-sided in some ways. Now, don't get me wrong, it probably felt grossly one-sided because I fought rather competently by staying out of its field of view. And in the moments where he did see me, he would push me around with his chain gun, which meant you were basically done if he ever spotted you, more or less. Because your own iframes aren't as forgiving as the enemy iframes. If you're going to play a game and have certain rules, I think it's better to allow them to use all the tools at their disposal. And to not twist the rules of the game for solitarily your own benefit just because it's convenient for you to tell a narrative. Like, if Liquid was always going to get those long-ass iframes at the end of being hit, I should have also gotten much longer iframes than what I had. I didn't, and it's like I wasn't complaining too heavily about me not having iframes. I was complaining more about his iframes being too long, because I had an appropriate amount of iframes. It's literally the enemies that did not. That's my own opinion on it. I think if you were going to do anything, it wouldn't be to give me more iframes. It would be to give them less. I don't hate Meryl, but I hate the way in which she is presented in some ways. And I'm always kind of against this. I believe that if you're going to have a character that is female, that is a soldier like Meryl, it's much better to make her a much stronger faced woman rather than this like very obvious from the get-go, like sex joke almost driven character, if that makes sense. Don't get me wrong, sometimes things like that can be like, you know, oh, I find her attractive or something like that, but it's like the equivalent of, I've never looked in the mirror, I've never thought of myself as a pretty woman, and she's like the most gorgeous supermodel-esque woman that you've ever seen in your entire life. Or it's like, I don't view myself as a woman, and in the last scene we literally had a close-up shot of her ass, like fucking doing the heavy hip walk. It's like I would have much rather they treated Meryl with a little bit more respect as an individual. Then again, I think it would have been hard to paint out something like Snake and Meryl falling in love in a very short amount of time in a realistic manner in a game like this, because this is all happening over the course of a few hours. That's not a realistic standard to hold, but what do I know? I think Meryl as a storytelling device was underutilized in an appropriate manner, let's put it that way. I think it would have been much better to have her painted as a stronger individual that shows a soft side as time goes on. Plot twist reveal with Master was fine, but M. Night Shyamalan ass kind of reveal. Deep Throat being Cyber Ninja, I mean, not the worst, not the best. Again, M. Night Shyamalan ass reveal. Pulling it a little bit out of your ass, but it's not bad. It would have been one thing if they like made his voice sound a little bit more like how it does when his helmet isn't on, to make it sound like, because his voice sounded like way deeper than his voice did when his helmet was on. I think that's the only problem that I have with it is because his voice is modulated in such a manner when his helmet is on, it wouldn't have hurt anything to just make him sound like he normally does when his helmet is off. I think that would have been fine. That's kind of more of a neutral, nitpicky point. Liquid should have died so many times. So many times. The Apache helicopter crash, I don't know how you justify it, should have died. Metal Gear Open Hatch getting blasted by Stinger missiles should have died. There was no reason for the car chase scene. I get they wanted to give him a dramatic-ass death. They gave that man 3 dramatic-ass deaths. There is no reason for anybody to die dramatically 3 times in a game. I had enough of seeing him be alive after he was revealed to still be alive in the fucking scene where he's talking to Revolver Ocelot in the control room. I think the Hind D mission would have worked just as fine if you slapped literally anybody else behind the cockpit. But here we are. Otacon is the best part of this game. He really is. Everything about Otacon is great, and he is the only person I can strictly and wholeheartedly say that I like in this game. I won't say anything super bad about the people on your codec, albeit, Colonel, you're a fake one for keeping me out of the loop. Fuck you. I get that you had your orders. I know there was your terms and conditions, but fuck you still. I think the game could have benefited from some, and this is like a feedback piece of what they would do if they made a remake, which I'm pretty sure they have, but they probably didn't do this, is going to be my guess. If you're going to have a mini-map, you should give me a full-sized map. There is no reason why I cannot know more of the complex after having gone through it. Even if you were going to do it as a revealed on a larger map as you go through the level kind of thing, I think that would have been fine, and I think the larger map could have benefited players in a way if you were supposed to do backtracking like you do in Metroidvania games. It would have been a huge benefit. The equivalent of, I have multiple maps. I can sift through those. As I've gone through here, Snake has marked down what maps or what objects are where in this map world. You know, like, here's a level 3 door. Here's a level 7 door. So I can keep that in mind when I backtrack later if I wanted to go after it. It's not a necessity. It would be nice. If they did the remake, which I'm pretty sure they have and they didn't do, it would have been a good benefit to have. Things that also could have been improved. Rations did not need to be a selectable item. They didn't. They didn't need to be an item that I had to have selected for insta-revive, in my own opinion. If I was going to actively use them for healing, I think that's fine. But because you're already so limited in the things that you can do, I think it would have been fine if they just made it so that at least those were instant revives, especially considering you've got a million other items on your L key that would be more beneficial to have on 90% of the time as compared to most anything else. I think they should have given you the body armor earlier, but maybe that's just me. Because even if I count the time where I could have grabbed it from, it is by the time that the game is almost completely over and is otherwise basically worthless because the only thing in front of you is either turrets, which are better off chaff grenading, or one singular enemy with a gun, or Metal Gear. So it's an item that shows up too late in the game to be justifiably useful. Anything else? Anything else that it could have done better? I think the lady who was supposed to tell you about weapons, this is a neutral piece of feedback, should have been updated based off of inventory relevance rather than milestone relevance, as evidenced by the fact that I called her once late game and she was telling me about the SOCOM pistol. Yeah, she should have been inventory based, not milestone based like the other NPCs were, in my own opinion. And I know that I asked her about the SOCOM pistol because she did not answer me ever. But I do remember calling her, and when she just started going through talks about nuclear warheads, I was like, cool, she has nothing that's going to be useful to me for game relevancy. And by the time that I figured out, oh yeah, no, she does, it was already too late. So it could have been done better. There's a lot of mechanics that they could have advertised a little bit better, like the running and shooting mechanic. Would have been nice to know about before somebody came into chat and told me about it. But I think, ironically, that mechanic winds up being kind of useless anyways. You'll burn through way too much ammo. You don't aim while you're doing it. And you can still get shot and staggered, and when that happens, you will fucking die. I think if they weren't going to keep rations as a full heal, it would have benefited you to at least include one other item that you maybe included a lesser quantity of that you could carry that was a full heal. I understand not wanting to clutter your inventory with even more when they already give you a million things, but still. Any other final thoughts? This game, for its story, could get a solid 6, maybe even a 7 out of 10. But much like many people know, Hideo Kojima really likes making movies more than he likes making games, I think. Which always surprises me because Metal Gear, despite having as much cutscenes as it does and being like 65% movie, does not have a movie adaptation or even a show adaptation as far as I'm aware. Oh, that's right. The last thing that I was going to bring up is if they were going to include a skip mechanic for cutscenes, they should have made it pause and not X. Or they should have made it something else. They should have made it like a double click to confirm type thing, like press X to bring up the prompt and press, I don't know, triangle to skip. I think that would have been fine. They did the exact same thing in Twilight Princess where it was press any button to pull up the cutscene skip option and then press plus to skip. The game could have benefited from something like that. Albeit, this is in a PS1 era game. All things that are little bits and pieces of feedback on its UI that may not necessarily have been something they considered. At the same time, these are all things that, as I'm saying them, could have been justifiably and easily done during this era, especially considering how much technology this game shows. I know they're working with limited sizes, but they already had it on a 2-disc setup, which, honestly, I almost don't know why it's a 2-disc setup. There's so much content on the first disc that makes it feel so much bigger than anything that's on the second disc that it leaves me feeling confused. It leaves me wondering why there's a second thing. There's a second disc when all that's on the second disc is one facility, two boss fights, and really like very few items. I mean, maybe it's because they maxed out the first disc and they just couldn't do it on that, but it does leave you wondering. Like, honestly, when I switched to disc 2, I was almost expecting it to be as long as disc 1, which is why I was so confused when I reached the area where Metal Gear was in the hangar. I was sitting there like, this can't be it, right? And then I realized at the end of stream 3, I was like, yep, nope, this is it. Last thing before I go is that there is supposedly an Otacon ending. And I'm interested in seeing it because I do remember somebody doing this and I don't plan on playing this game again. Final thoughts, Metal Gear Solid. A game that if you look at it objectively for only its stories and cutscenes could be a 7.5 or 8 out of 10, but once you include its game mechanics, it's probably a 6 out of 10 game at best. Now we're going to watch the Otacon ending. Oh, I guess Meryl is dead.
Forgive me. Damn.
Supposedly, this is the ending that you get if you give in to Otacon's torture, or not Otacon's. I'm sorry, to Revolver Ocelots.
I'm not the hero you thought I was. I'm nothing. Meryl, I'm sorry. Forgive me.
Meryl can't forgive anyone anymore.
Thanks, Otacon.
Otacon.
She's gone, Snake.
Because of me.
I guess blaming yourself makes it easier, huh? If you do that, you can keep the pain at a nice, safe distance.
What the hell do you know? Meryl's dead. I lost.
So, are you gonna stay here and die? Along with her? Snake. People die. But death
When they're
is
killed.
not defeat.
Thank you, Otacon.
That's what Hemingway said. I lost Wolf, too. But that wasn't defeat. She and I will be together forever. We didn't lose anything.
Together forever.
It's true that Wolf is dead. But our love didn't die with her. Life's more than just a game of win or lose. Don't you think? Let's live, Snake.
Let's live, Snake.
There's a parking garage right next door.
What a...
Surface from there. Come on. I released all the security locks. It'll be okay. We can escape. You have my word on it.
Otacon, you've changed.
I love you, Otacon. You're the best character in this game.
Life isn't all about loss, you know? It started.
Otacon's back must hurt from carrying this fucking game.
They only hurry when they're destroying things. Good. Let them destroy it. But they can't destroy the human spirit.
God.
Okay, let's go. Meryl, I hope you're still watching me. Maybe I can prove myself to you after all. Come on, hustle!
Snake, it's cold outside. You'll freeze like that.
My sneaking suit.
You better hurry. Hurry! Now you look like yourself again. Hurry!
Yeah, and then there's just the whole garage scene.
Otacon, are you okay?
I guess so.
Otacon, can you move?
It's no use. I can't move.
What happened to Liquid?
I don't know, but I hope he's dead.
Liquid's dead.
God, what a harsh sentiment from a man like Otacon. Uh-oh! And then Fox die.
That means...
Don't think about it, Snake.
Don't think too hard, Snake.
What happened to the air raid? No stealth bombers in sight.
Snake, can you hear me?
I wonder what version of the game this is. Maybe this is from Twin Snakes.
The Secretary of Defense has been arrested. The President, Secretary of Defense,
Contact.
return to the...
I see. I want...
Already know.
Colonel, about Meryl.
I already know.
Colonel?
Meryl was my daughter.
What?
Oh!
I didn't find out until recently. I got a letter from her mother, my dead brother's wife.
I'm sorry, did the Colonel cheat?
After this operation was over.
Colonel,
It's okay, Snake. Thanks anyway. Snake.
Premium reaction content, shut up. I'm probably half off camera because I'm like angled to look at this one screen.
Sorry, I kept a lot of things from you.
It's okay, Colonel.
Snake.
I don't know why. The thought of a colonel just being like, Snake, you are begging my daughter.
I'm not a colonel.
Oh, that's right.
I've got a present for you. There's a snowmobile close to you. Mei Ling saw it on the satellite photos. This time of year, the glaciers are pretty calm. You should be able to ride right out of there. I'll bet the boys at the DIA and the NSA never expected you to come home alive.
Me neither.
You'll officially die. All policy. You, me,
Won't be able to... I'll pay you visits.
to you face to face about
me. Of strength.
Each person.
I wanted to see the alternative ending with Otacon Chameleon because Otacon is the only good part, the best part of this game.
Written into their own genetic code. It's life. I wanted to know us, but I didn't find anything. I didn't learn anything. Just like with the genome of life they want to live. Living is a link to the future. That's how all life works. Loving each other, teaching each other.
How did she spot this on a satellite? It's in a fucking cave.
Can change the world. I finally realized it. The true meaning of life. Thank you.
That man needs some better fitting glasses. But then again, I do the exact same thing all the time.
Until today, I've lived only for myself. Survival has been the only thing I cared about in my life.
That's not just you. That's how everyone is.
I only felt truly alive when I was staring death in the face. I don't know. Maybe it's written into my genes.
What about now?
I want to enjoy life. I really do. How about you, Otacon?
Me? I feel like a new man.
So what are you gonna do? Continue your research?
No, I'm finished with science. I'm interested in human psychology now.
Sounds good.
In the first place was because I was no good with people. I was scared of them. I was scared of life. I thought that I could never understand them because they're so illogical. But I finally learned how to like people. I'm not afraid anymore.
You and I are more alike than I thought.
I'm just tired of always being a spectator in life. I'm ready to live. I'm gonna stand on my own 2 feet. I'm not gonna hide anymore.
You giving up your stealth camo?
Huh? Oh, yeah. You can have it. So, this is where we say goodbye to our loves as well. Want me to drive?
No thanks. I'd rather do it myself.
No problem. Where to, Snake?
My real name is David, Otacon.
I'm Hal!
Hal. Hal and Dave. That's a good one.
It's a Space Odyssey joke! Shut the fuck up.
Jupiter.
So where you going, Dave?
I think it's time for me to look for a new path in life.
A new path?
A new purpose.
Will you find it?
I'll find it.
So dumb.
I know I'll find it.
I love it. Okay, good. Now we've seen the better the better ending. The better ending with Otacon. We love Otacon. Man, I feel like I want like an Otacon emote, but I have no idea what I'd want it to be. I feel like having that close-up shot where he's like watch out in that one cutscene would also be pretty good as an emote. Oh, fucking hell. That shit is so good. Alright, well, even though it's a little bit early, stream will be ending because I finished Metal Gear Solid. Yeah. My reactions also might have seemed a little delayed because I still have the fucking camera delay and shit on here because when I stream from this device, I don't have any other choice but to put on delays because otherwise shit will be out of sync.